I'm Haruki Tachibana, a 20-year-old company employee, working overtime again today. Single Tachibana is working overtime again today, huh? Must be nice being single. No one to worry about. That's Katsuki-senpai, 2 years older than me. He loves teasing me for working overtime every day. I'm tired of it, so I just brush it off, but that seems to annoy him even more. And lately, he's been even more persistent. You're so dull. No one's ever going to pay attention to you, huh? Well, that's why I'm focusing on work while I can. Back in college, I was serious about marrying a woman I was dating, but right before graduation, I found out she was cheating on me, and we broke up. I've been single ever since, throwing myself into work to ease the pain. Before I knew it, over 3 years had passed without a girlfriend. That's probably why people started teasing me about it after hearing my story at drinking parties. Tachibana, should I ask my girlfriend if she knows any leftover women for you? She's hot, so she would probably introduce you to someone decent. I don't think I'm leftover, but that's not a great way to put it, is it? I tried to counter him, but Katsuki-senpai wasn't about to reflect or acknowledge my point. My words were ignored as usual. Hey, let me show you some pictures of my ex-girlfriends. You're lucky to see them. I didn't ask for that. He showed his phone in my face, so I reluctantly looked at the screen, smiling awkwardly. When you're like me, you can get girls at this level anytime. He continued scrolling through photos of him with various women. As he said, there were quite a few. They were all beautiful, but really flashy. I guess Katsuki-senpai likes that kind of glamorous woman. The women Katsuki-senpai showed off were all dressed in brand name clothes, with perfect nails and makeup. There's no way you'd ever date someone like this. You wouldn't even get their attention. Yeah, they're way out of my league. Man, I'm struggling with my girlfriend's jealousy. You don't know how lucky you are. Katsuki-senpai grinned down at me, clearly feeling superior. The days of Katsuki-senpai bragging about his success with women continued, leaving me fed up. Even though it was the busy season and most employees were staying late, Katsuki-senpai was the same as ever. Hey, Tachibana, you're not busy, right? Take care of this for me. I, actually have my hands full with my own work. That's your problem. Just shut up and do it. I'm not like you. I've got important stuff to do. I was already trying to finish my work quickly, but with the extra tasks dumped on me, I was completely exhausted. One day, I was wandering aimlessly through the city. No girlfriend, living alone, and no particular hobbies. I happened to pass by a pet shop. Through the glass, I locked eyes with a chihuahua. This one's pretty big, and priced a lot lower than the others. I guess it hasn't found a family and has grown up in a shop. That chihuahua kept staring at me, and for some reason, I couldn't move from that spot. Before I knew it, I was stepping into the pet shop. Here we are. This is your home starting today. The chihuahua peeked nervously from inside the cage. When I spoke gently, it whined softly and nudged its nose toward me. Are you scared? It's okay. Take your time to get used to it. When I was young, my family had a chihuahua that looked just like this one. We had to say goodbye when I was in high school, and I thought I would never own another dog. But meeting this little one made me want to give it a home again. Nice to meet you. Your name will be... Kinako. Your fur is the color of roasted soybean flour, like Kinako, and it looks delicious. Kinako, who had come out of the cage on her own, jumped into my arms and happily licked my cheek. You're so cute. Thanks for coming into my life. I feel like my heart is already healing thanks to you. I could feel my tired heart being soothed by Kinako. Hey, Tachibana-senpai, do you have a dog? It was during a break at work. I had set up a pet camera a few days ago and was checking in on Kinako when my junior colleague spoke to me. Yeah, I kind of fell in love at first sight. She's so cute and such a comfort to me now. That's nice! I've always wanted to be your dog ever since I joined the company! Whoa. Stop saying weird stuff like that. Inukawa is a ear behind me and looks up to me. I guess he's the puppy dog type. Keeping a dog? Won't that just make it even harder for you to find a girlfriend or get married? Or what? Are you giving up on humans and sticking to dogs that won't talk back? Katsuki-senpai had apparently overheard our conversation and started taking shots at me again, finding it amusing. Please don't say things like that. Dogs have their own feelings too. I was about to snap back when... Don't underestimate dogs, Katsuki-senpai! Gone was his usual cute smile. Inukawa growled like a guard dog, glaring at Katsuki-senpai. Why are you getting so worked up? You're like a dog yourself. No, I'm Tachibana-senpai's dog. Creepy. Hey Inukawa, stop it already. Katsuki-senpai's teasing didn't stop, but I didn't mind anymore. As long as I had Kinako waiting at home, all the negativity melted away. I even found myself more motivated at work, focusing on finishing early so I could spend more time with her. Thanks to the efficiency you've implemented, it's easier to get work done, Tachibana-kun. Everyone's working less overtime. They're all grateful to you, Tachibana-kun. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep doing my best. Damn it, he's getting too full of himself just because he's good at his job. Alright, Kinako, the weather's nice, so let's go for a longer walk today. On my next day off, I decided to take Kinako for a walk to a park in the next town over. It had been too hot for long walks until recently, but now the weather was perfect. Kinako seemed excited by the new route, and her energy lifted my spirits, making me forget how tired I was. When we arrived at our destination, I found that the park had a large dog run, perfect for dog lovers. Kinako was a bit overwhelmed by the number of dogs, but was still curiously looking around. You're really shy, huh? I'm shy too, but you don't have to take after me in that. Okay, take it easy. Let's go find a quieter spot. Kinako, are you okay? Out of nowhere, a small white puppy jumped on Kinako and started playfully attacking her. While Kinako was a little confused, I couldn't help but smile at the heartwarming scene.
Oh no! Omochi! Bad dog! I'm so sorry. My little one must have caused trouble.
I picked up the white dog just as a flustered woman, presumably the owner, ran over to apologize. Whoa, she's beautiful.
Thank you for catching him. I looked away for just a second and he ran off.
She bowed her head deeply in thanks, and I smiled at her. It's no problem. Your dog is so cute and white as snow.
Thank you. I just adopted him recently from a friend. He's full of energy.
Huh? Kinako, that's unusual. You've been hiding behind me this whole time. Do you want to make friends with Omochi? Kinako's behavior became the spark for us to let them play together for a while.
They're really enjoying themselves. Thank you for letting them play together.
No, thank you. Is Omochi a Chihuahua? It's rare to see such a pure white one, isn't it?
Actually, I'm not entirely sure of the breed. They think he's probably a Chihuahua and Maltese mix. He's a rescue. My friend's child found him abandoned, so I took him in.
Whoa, people can be so cruel. Unfortunately, both pets abandoned by their owners and those left unsold at pet shops often face harsh, tragic outcomes. Kinako was one of the pets that stayed too long at the pet shop and was almost put down. Not that it's the reason, but if you don't mind, could we let Omochi and Kinako play again sometime? Watching these two play together, even though they come from different backgrounds, I just want to make them both happy.
Of course! I want to make Omochi as happy as possible too, despite his difficult past.
Her name is Ayako Minagawa. Sharing this common desire, we exchanged contact info and made plans to meet again. After that, we started keeping in touch regularly and going on walks together. Ayako works from home, so she takes longer walks at night to get some exercise.
Minagawa-san, you seem a little down today. Everything okay?
Actually, ever since I adopted Omochi, people keep saying it's going to delay my chances of getting married. It's not like I've had a partner anyway, so maybe they're right.
Ugh, I get that all the time too. It's so annoying, isn't it?
Of course, having a partner or getting married brings happiness that only comes with that life. But I'm happy with my life with Kinako. And besides, if not for her, I wouldn't have met someone as wonderful as you.
Tachibana-san, you're right. Without Omochi and Kinako, we wouldn't have become friends.
It must be fate, right? Without these two, our lives might never have crossed paths.
That's why I make sure to thank Kinako every day. Is that weird?
Not at all. I think it's wonderful that you feel that way, Tachibana-san.
I used to feel anxious whenever people talked about marriage being delayed, but I feel like I've moved past that now. And it's all thanks to Omochi and Kinako. Thank you so much. Omochi, thank you for staying with me. And Kinako too. Woof woof!
I'm so glad Minagawa-san is smiling again. As we spent more time together, we started talking about everything. We've grown closer, and now we're even calling each other by our first names. By the way, Ayako, you work from home, right?
Yes, I used to go to an office, but I got worn out by the workplace relationships.
Relationships can be tough. I've got a senior at work who's, well, we don't exactly get along.
Really? Even you, Haruki? What kind of person are they?
I told her about Katsuki-senpai, keeping the details vague.
What a terrible person. How could they not see how hard you work? I don't understand.
Watching Ayako puff up her cheeks and get angry on my behalf made me feel a little guilty for being happy about it.
Actually, when I was living with my parents, there was a guy in the neighborhood, an old childhood friend. We weren't close, but he always bragged about his relationships with women. He sounds just like your senior.
It seems that her harassment by this guy is why Ayako changed jobs and moved out of her parents' house.
My parents kept asking when I'll get married. I know they're just worried, but it's a lot of pressure. I thought I'd feel better after moving out, but that hasn't really changed. He still contacts me every day, especially around my birthday every year.
As she got older, I imagine her birthday became more of a burden than a celebration. Ayako, would you let me celebrate your birthday with you this year?
What? Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't want to trouble you.
I know. I just want to do this. It doesn't even have to be on the day. Whenever you're free. What do you say? Ayako laughed and accepted my offer with a smile. I just want Ayako to have a happy birthday this year. If possible, I want to be the one who makes her smile. On the day of her date, I went to work wearing a nicer suit than usual. I would really rather go home and change, but I don't want to be late. I'm definitely not working overtime today. I focused on my work, excited for my dinner with Ayako after work. Hey Tachibana, you're really dressed up today. Perfect timing. I've got a group date tonight. You should come along, since you're single and your marriage prospects are looking bleak. Sorry, I've already got plans tonight. I firmly declined Katsuki-senpai's offer, but after work, he pestered me again as I left the office. I tried to shake him off, but by then, I had already reached a meeting spot. You're seriously turning me down? No wonder you're going to stay single forever. Just 10 minutes until she arrives. I'm really sorry. I've got important plans today. Besides, I'm not good at group dates anyway. I wish Katsuki-senpai would leave before Ayako arrived, but it didn't seem like he was going to leave easily.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ayako showed up, looking different than usual, and I couldn't help but feel a little nervous. I wasn't waiting at all. You look really beautiful today, Ayako.
Do you really think so? I'm glad I put some effort into my outfit.
She dressed up for me. I'm so happy. In that moment, I forgot all about Katsuki-senpai, but Ayako glared sharply at him.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. This is my senior at work. I've turned him down several times, but he keeps insisting I come to a group date.
I see. So you're the one harassing Haruki-san and trying to show off, aren't you?
No, you've got it wrong. I was just worried about him because he doesn't get any dates, that's all. For some reason, Katsuki-senpai started to panic under Ayako's glare. What exactly was their relationship? Ayako, do you know him?
He's the guy I told you about before. The childhood friend who wouldn't leave me alone.
Wait, that was Katsuki-senpai? I wasn't harassing you. I've always liked you, Ayako, ever since we were kids. Oh, didn't you say you had a group date tonight? And can't you see that Ayako doesn't want to be around you? Huh? What do you care? Shut up, Mr. No Girlfriend. Ayako had told me about this guy a while back. Hey, Ayako, let's go on a date. Normally, I only hang out with professional women, but I'll make an exception for you. I'll spoil you, promise.
Stop following me.
Professional women? When I heard that, I thought it sounds like Katsuki-senpai, and I guess I was right.
You say you only date professionals, but it sounds more like you can't get anyone else. That's not really a girlfriend, is it? Are you sure you're actually dating anyone?
What? Of course I have a girlfriend. She messages me every morning, and we hang out on weekends.
She just wants you to visit her at work, right? For someone who's supposedly great with women, you sure don't get it, do you?
Katsuki-senpai's face twisted in frustration at Ayako's words. His desperate expression said it all. Huh? You're saying I'm just a customer? If you're so sure, then how about we go out once? I'll show you how great I am.
Enough already. I never want to go out with a delusional guy like you. I'd rather be with someone like Haruki, who's kind and considerate of others.
Ayako, why? I've always... Katsuki-senpai's face twisted in frustration as Ayako, the woman he liked, completely rejected him. He glared at me, seething with jealousy. Why does a guy like you, who's only good at work, get to win over someone like me? That was the reason he hated me. It was all just jealousy because I was better at my job.
Hey, Katsuki! What are you doing here?
The woman Katsuki-senpai had been boasting about suddenly clung to him. Wait, isn't this the woman he showed me a picture of, saying she was his girlfriend? What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm going to work, you know that, right? You said you'd bring your friends to visit me.
It turns out she was a hostess from a bar in the entertainment district, and she was getting very cozy with Katsuki-senpai. No, I'm not. Michi?
Mitsuchi. Katsuki Michi-sara, aka Mitsuchi. He drops by my club every weekend and treats me so well.
I saw a picture of you before. He told me you were his girlfriend. Hey, cut it out, Tachibana!
Oh, really? Mitsuki said I was his girlfriend? No way! I never agreed to that. I know you've got other girls you like at other clubs too, Mitsuki. But if you want me to be your girlfriend, you'll have to spend more money on me.
Whether she knew it or not, the hostess revealed everything about Katsuki-senpai's situation and laughed it off. In other words, Katsuki-senpai's bragging about his girlfriends had all been about his interactions with hostesses trying to get business from him. What the hell is going on? While I stood there stunned, someone tapped me on the shoulder. Tachibana-senpai, Katsuki-senpai is a sad man, isn't he? He tried to brag about his success with women, but it was all fake. It's worse than being bitten by a dog. Inukawa, how long have you been here? Apparently, Inukawa and some of his peers had come by to meet up for a gathering and had witnessed the whole scene. As a result, Katsuki-senpai's true colors were revealed to several people from her company. By the time I got to work on Monday, Katsuki-senpai's story had already spread throughout the office.
Hey, did you hear? Katsuki-san thought a hostess was his girlfriend. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, but I guess that's what those women are there for, right? Poor guy.
I really am popular! I can get real women if I wanted! He's still going on about it. Unable to let go of his pride, Katsuki-senpai couldn't handle the situation any longer and soon disappeared from the company. Damn it! I'll show them! I'll definitely score at the next group date! Katsuki-senpai was still wandering around, determined to find a girlfriend. What the hell is with this dog? As Ayako and I walked our dogs, Omochi and Kinako suddenly ran after Katsuki-senpai, barking furiously. We decided to pretend not to notice for a while. As for me, I rushed to the restaurant where we had our dinner reservation. We barely made it in time, and when we arrived, we were both out of breath, just like during our walks. We couldn't help but laugh. Ayako, meeting you and your dog has brought me so much joy, and before I knew it, I found comfort in your presence as well. You have a beautiful smile, and you're kind. I've fallen for you. Will you be my girlfriend?
Of course!
We started dating and soon moved in together. A year later, we got married. We've grown close to Ayako's parents who were worried about her, and now we live a happy life with our 2 dogs.
Let's all be happy together, Haruki, Omochi, Kinako.
Someone once said that having someone to care for makes you stronger. Maybe it's not just about being strong for that person, but also about finding strength in their love.